Hi everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress, and this is your daily dust for Friday, September 29th, if you're watching in real time, but it can also be for whenever you stumble upon it. You can treat it like a timeless reading. I am using the Gilded Tarot Royale by Cyril Marchetti, and text by Barbara Moore, but Cyril Marchetti, he's the star of the show. He's a really amazing designer. Artist. I colored the edges in green. By the way, Cyril Marchetti is the one who does the Gilded Reverie Letterman and also the Kipper. Really, really lovely artist. Let me shuffle one more time. And then we're going to get a 3-card collective message. Alright, so let's see what we get. Ooh, the King of Cups. Hi, King. And Judgment. And, ooh, the Moon. Okay. The Moon. So, could be a Cancer person here because of Cups and the Moon ruling the planet, ruling the sign of Cancer. All right, let me zoom in and see what we get. So the King of Cups represents an emotional, mature man, generally a man, but it can be anybody who has that authority figure energy. It's a businessman or somebody who has built good business or career for themselves and has a stable, loving family life. But there is a longing in his heart. You know, there is this ability to gain power and accomplishments, but also the need to balance that with your creative side. So it's important to stay creative, stay in your creative artistic outlet. Make sure that even if you have to do the 9 to 5, that you continue to do your hobbies, the things that you enjoy just for the fun of it. So pay attention to hobbies, I think, or that creative fun thing that you do outside of work. Now, if your job is also creative and fun, then that's awesome. And most people, wish for that and hope for that. And I feel like that's very possible for you. Or you could be connecting to a person who has this energy, who has a lot of love, who has a lot of support to give you, and they could be very creative, inspiring, supportive, empathetic, honest, genuine, caring, and those kinds of things, because we want those qualities in a financial backer or supporter or a boss or somebody, because sometimes a lot of times our jobs are we are like our children, like what we do is very precious to us, and if we work with somebody who's sensitive about that, it makes it a whole lot easier. Similar to when we find a caretaker for our children or something, we want it to be somebody who is actually caring and not harsh. Or some people do appreciate strong rules and boundaries and things like that, certainly, but you definitely need that more sensitive nature. For certain people require that, a certain amount of sensitivity, and I think this king has it, whether it's you or somebody that you're dealing with, whether you're the one that's in need of support or you're receiving the support. The Judgment, though, is this outside force, this outside energy. It's major arcana energy, and so it's like the angels coming through for you, helping you. The Judgment card represents Archangel Gabriel, and you're being called to do something that will change your life, and it's going to be for the better. So listen to the call and face it with courage and action. It's going to be very fulfilling. It's going to make all the difference in the world. Now, the Moon represents maybe the fear of the unknown and not sure if you're ready to take this leap or even just take a step. It's interesting that we have all these elements here, just like you have in the Rider-Waite-Smith. And the moon is telling you it's about the subconscious, so it's telling you about that the need to pay attention to your dreams. Yesterday, I feel it was with you guys yesterday. Yes, it was the Daily Dust mentioning, writing down or having a dream journal, writing down your ideas and your dreams. So I think this could be just segueing from yesterday's Daily Dust with this aha moment. It feels a lot like this is career oriented. Now, we had a burst of love in the Daily Dust and the whole union energy, but now I feel like your creative juices and your career energy is coming through now through these cards. And it's about being able to face your fears in the direction that you want to go in. But it's okay even if you just do a little at a time, you'll feel better for having made these little steps, the small steps. The crab, which represents Cancer and is sitting right there in front of the moon, is a cardinal sign. Cancer is a cardinal sign, and although they are a leader type, they may move side to side before, the movement of the crab is a little bit on this side and a little bit on this side and a little bit until they reach to their goal. And so there could be the way that you have to approach this, taking small steps side to side, metaphorically speaking, of course, but also just see the picture, see it in your mind. It doesn't have to be a charge forward kind of energy. It could be just a little this and a little this. You could take small steps. You don't have to bite off too much. You can nibble until you feel ready to take on more. So it's also kind of I'm also hearing for some people out there, a workout regimen, like going to the gym or something like that. Some kind of physical training. You may be able to do a lot, but maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you should just do some smaller movements, activities, shorter reps, or less weight, or something like that for now. I think that would be in your best interest. Also, if you're somebody who is doing some DIY or, yard work or cleaning or whatever it is that you're, doing around the home, do it in little bits and spurts and make sure you take little breaks and get your water and things like that. Don't be obsessive about it so that you don't stop. Make sure you give yourself some breaks here and there. That's what I'm hearing. It is a daily dust, so sometimes the energy is very mundane and it's just about little things that you encounter during the day. But with major arcana here, it can be something also a little bit more profound. Ooh, and the moon. I almost forgot. The moon is going to be full again, and I feel like, is it the 20? I thought it was the 27th, but I think it's the 29th. That we have a full moon. Anyway, we're approaching the full moon, and you'll feel the effects of it. You feel the effects of it 3 days before and 3 days after. So you're already feeling the effects of this full moon, which is kind of giving the energy to complete projects and fulfill something. So do complete and do keep working at it, even if it's a little bit at a time. And even if you don't if you don't really master the whole thing or complete it all by the full moon, it's okay. What you've done is quite amazing, and it's a great job. And we have another full moon next month to continue to work forward to. So I hope you like that. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.